What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Crystal's ready. Sweet. Let me grab that. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's get started nice and quick. Lots to do, of course. I am not actually grinding. The grind has been canceled for me. But let's handle cutoffs first. I'm just calling it the select. I don't know what else to call it. So yeah, choice, select. It's the champion selector. So I'm gonna do that. Set this to. I say 8 million for the 4-star. I don't think the 4-star is going to go very high. 8 million might honestly be a little too much. But I'm going to leave it at 8. Put 60 for the 5-star. The 3-star, 700k. And the basic is Nick Fury, I think, right? We'll say 3.1 for that guy. I don't know. Alright. There we go. Pick 6. I actually had that first star. I had that at first, and you only get to pick one, right? It's because in a like the actual pick 6, you pick 6 numbers, right? But in this, you only pick one champion. So pick 6 has a good ring to it. Pick 1. Maybe I'll put that. I guess it sounds better than select. Choose one, maybe? Pick one. We'll go pick one. I don't know. Pick from 6. Your pick 06. I don't know. None of it really sounds great, to be honest. None of it. Ooh. Alright, never mind. Hold on. Give me 1 sec here, 2 guys. Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice sounds nice. Lakers bodyguard sent it over to saying do the peanut butter jelly dance. Also, happy B-Day. Lakers bodyguard, thank you so much for wishing me a happy birthday on this days of my birth, even though it is not my birth of days. Thank you very much though, dude. Appreciate it. Hashtag don't dap it up. Is that a dap raid? That has to be a dap raid. Thank you very much, dap. Welcome, dap and dap raiders. Congrats on your Wicked Corpus 5-star thing. Now you just need Ghost. Maybe. Or next 6-star, maybe? Maybe. Perhaps. Could be. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? Grand Arena, hard for furry. And loving these featured arena milestones. Oh, that's right. I heard there was new milestones. I don't know what they are even, though, because I never actually looked at them. Let me get a tweet out real quick. How impressive has our performance been? I haven't actually even looked at the war stuff outside of doing my own paths. Dearest, or at Marvel Champions, what do you call this arena? Pick. I thought pick 6 was good at first, but you only really get to pick 1. Need good name, please. Yes, I am now weave. Okay. Actually, we'll take that other part out. Tweet. Alright. Shark sent it over too as well, saying, say hi, Dap, please, and maybe puppy time. Shark, thank you for the 2. I already said hi to Dap. You're late. If you didn't hear me, if you missed it. I already said hi, said thanks for the raid. Welcome to all the raiders. But thank you very much for the 2. I don't know if it's puppy time. I don't know where the puppy's at, if the puppy went to bed already or not. I'm not sure. But thank you very much for the 2, nonetheless. Appreciate it, Shark. Alright. BG, you really think Fury will go for 3.1? A lot of people want a synergies for Variant, Event Quest, War, AQ, etc. You think it's going to go higher than that? He might. I don't know. Might go higher, might go lower. It's a tough guess with Nick Fury. So I'm guessing 3.1. I know, just wave to Dap. Oh my god. Hi, Dap. I'm going to do? He's in my alliance, man. It's not like we never... I mean, I guess we don't talk a ton, but it's not like we never talk. BJ, already missed your Act 6 itemless runs. Aldo. I know, dude. I miss being in there, too. I don't think I'm going to go back in there until I get Thing all ranked up, though. So I'm in a weird predicament. And I am not going for the arena. I started out grinding pretty hard today, but I don't know, man. Just wasn't feeling it. I could definitely just keep grinding, or could have kept grinding. I already stopped. I said I was gonna commit to the round 1 grind at least, but a couple things happened. One, I saw an alliance mate miss again in the Claire arena, and it just feels like scores are pretty high these days. I don't know, pretty high. I mean, I don't know if it's the influence from the Cavalier crystals, people getting more 6 stars, if people just really wanted Claire. Maybe it was just for Claire, but it seemed like an awfully high score for Claire. And I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty high score for this as well. And I'm thinking maybe I should just go for as many milestones as possible instead of a potential swing and a miss. That, and I'm really motivated right now to I'm very excited about this video editing software that I'm learning, and been playing around with it. And one thing that I've learned over the years is, if you are excited about learning something, or if you're just like motivated to do something, don't let something else stand in its way. So yeah, right now I'm thinking probably not the best time to grind arena if I am psyched about doing this and it can actually put out some good content for a change and all that. So yeah, I'd love to get Thing, but I already have him. I have the Awakening Gem, I have the 6 stones. It would just be for some 6 stones. If I did not have Thing, I would go all out for Thing. I'd make sure that I got him. But for some 6 stones, it feels kind of silly to go nuts and sacrifice the other things I'm talking about. Is it no shave Ember already? You got that pedophile stash on fleek. I used the word right. Oh man, if you're asking me if you used that word right, jeez, I have no idea. But yeah, man, I was gonna shave today too. I'm definitely gonna shave tomorrow. I will 100% shave tomorrow. I had everything kind of set up, and then I got distracted and I was trying to buy something, man, and this damn website like wouldn't let me. Piece of garbage. Anyway, the word is chiropsia. Chiropsia. Ooh, chiropsia is. I'm thinking alcohol for some reason. Like it's like a fine wine. Ah, yes, I'll have the chiropsia. It's either that or medication. Some type of ointment. I don't know. Well, what is this again? Oh, just Major League. Okay. Chiropsia. Ugh. Shave your eyebrows too. Well, of course I'm gonna shave my eyebrows too. Duh. Why waste? Why would I waste the time? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Da-da. 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 While I'm an AQ. Ah. There we go, shark. We had the Lola spotting. Save for my L2 real quick. Blast him with that. Yeah, it was a pretty creepy wave. It was a creepy wave, right, Dap? Oh, you waved at him like it was an AA meeting. What the hell? What was I supposed to do, man? Interesting take. I usually think of going for the dupe as playing for an Awakening Gem, which is one of the most rare resources in the game. Yeah, I guess I just I downplayed it just now, I guess, because it is a pretty valuable thing to pick up. Playing for Awakening Gem, playing for 20 sig levels too, which sig stones are pretty hard to come by, so it's worth it. But I guess what I'm saying is, compared to the other things that I want to do, it's not even close. I'm very excited about... Dude, I just been wanting to make good content for a while now, and I've been talking about it, been saying I'm going to do it, and then I've been using this crappy video editor that crashes every 3 seconds, and it is... I'd rather be at the dentist for 8 straight hours than have to sit here and go through crash after crash and trying to figure out what's wrong and be limited by it, and it's just, it was a huge pain. So I feel like I've been reborn here. And then some other stuff going on too. Bushy Beaver sent it over too, saying no shaving until December, so you can go full bushy on no shave November. Wow, that is not gonna happen. If B Mandy's telling me I look like a pedophile, then it's time to shave. But thank you very much, Bushy Beaver, for the 2. I wonder who that is. No idea. First time meeting you ever. Thank you very much, Bushy Beaver. As a dentist, I resent that. I'm sorry. You know, the dentists are cool. It's just, look, I don't like being stabbed in my gums. It hurts. It hurts. Excited for you. I've been waiting a long time for some quality content. Hello, JK, man. Thanks, Cody. Enzo, what's up, dude? Alright, I'm gonna do this fight. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is Corvus a rank 5 candidate? Sort of, yeah. He's gonna get rank 5 at some point. He's not first on the list. He's not second on the list either. As excited as I am to pull a Corvus, and I will start slowly ranking him up, I need to make sure that I have all of the resources just good to go at the ready for the day I pull Ghost, which is hopefully before 6.3. Ready for definition? Not yet, Star. Not yet. Hold on. My definition was kind of crappy. Let me get another try in a sec. Come on, dude. Really? You're gonna play this game? You're not gonna throw your special? Thank you. You can waste all my damn time. Let me find the word again after this. Hang on. Oh, I thought I got nailed there. I thought my timing on that dash back was really off. please throw your special, because I have a lot of Furies built. Thank you. Where's this word again? Hang on. I just want to try to get some healing this fight, but that's a bad idea. Okay. Alright, Chirapsia. Chirapsia. Chirapsia is a it's a type of monkey, is what I'm gonna go with. It's in that family of type of chimpanzee or something, and it's known for being the kindest of the monkey or the chimp family, and will willingly share its banana with anyone who wants it. That is my actual guess. Drunken Champion sent it over too. Thank you very much, saying, congrats on the solid polls, BG. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Stoked. Still stoked on that opening, man. It's one of my best openings ever of all time. But thank you very much for the 2. What is this last? What is this last? I was doing a war fight when your read B Manny's message, and I looked over and got hit a few times. I hope you were playing Thing and it didn't matter. Den needs a new message of the day. What shall it be? Monkey see, monkey do. I don't know why. Tonight's all about monkeys, apparently. Chirapsia, noun, friction with the hand. Massage, don't look at the first image result if Google. I'm not even going to Google it then. Of course I was playing Thing, and of course it didn't matter. Okay, good. Good. Haven't got it for champion in a while. Would 3.5 million be pretty safe for Nick Fury? I don't know what he's going to go for. My 3.1 is really just a guess. So I don't know if I would call it safe, but it would likely get the champ. Alright, what do I gotta do next? Let's just hit the arena for right now. Throw my 6 stars in. Because if I already put up 6 mil in this arena, I damn sure am going to make sure I get the 2,000 5-star shards. And then I'm going to try to get, all the other milestones too, really. BG, what's up, Royal? How are you tonight? I'm doing good, man. Hope you are too. I don't think I've ever just flat out asked how you were, so figured I would. Also, if I was ever to rank on this 5-star, wait, what? If I was to ever rank on this 5-star, I don't think I'd ever open it. It'd be cool to keep. Oh, I see what you're saying. The champion selector thing that we get if you win this arena. Yeah. I was like, what? I thought you meant like ranking up a champion. If you were gonna rank up a champion, I was like, what the heck's going on? Spent on tunnel vision for the first time. Took on Daredevil linked by Starburst with my procs, thinking I would just blow him up. Turns out, special 3s can miss when you have a falter debuff. Ah, interesting. If I get a cosmic gem from Arena, should I awaken my 5-star Medusa or wait for another good cosmic? I like her and shutting down robots is great, but her damage wasn't enough for me unduped. Well, yeah, unduped, her damage kind of stinks. She gains, she basically, like, I think more than doubles her attack when she has the 3 Furies up. Without the 3 Furies, yeah, her damage is pretty lacking. She's a great champion. I absolutely think she's worth awakening. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. Not everyone is as sold on her. BG, guess who I took to rank 5 today? Hector, did you get Claire? Congrats, man. That's awesome, dude. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't know why, but tonight is all about monkeys. BG 2019. Wow, that's the whole message you're saying? Okay. Did you recently watch your 30 is the magic number video since I'm trying to motivate myself to arena grind and I'm still confused? I don't even remember what I said in the video exactly. So I don't know if this is going to clarify things. But essentially, if you have 36-star champions and you run them twice a day, since they have 12-hour cooldowns, you will end up with all of the milestones. You will end up with 12 million points. It's about as simple as I can put it. I'm sure I probably went into a little bit more detail for the video, but that's pretty much it. It's all about just being as efficient as possible to get the milestones. Because you can get 12 million points with only 4 stars, but you're going to be in the arena for ages doing that, man. Compared to if you have 6-star champions, you know, it really isn't going to take that long to run 36 stars through the arena twice a day for the 3 days. BG, would Sabretooth fare against Arceus? I have no idea. I don't really know anything about Vision yet. I still haven't done Uncollected. I've just been kind of going through the easy quests until completion starts, the 3-day completion, and then I'm gonna go through a good amount of it. I don't know which one I'm gonna start with, but yeah, I really don't know much about Arceus. No, I missed because I overslept at 54 mil. I took up Cork for Prestige. Ah, Hector, damn, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. But Cork for Prestige, okay. Well, congrats on your Cork, dude. 3 completion done. That Kang was harder than he looked because I messed up and had to restart. Made it difficult to build analysis and get to special 2. Had to rely on parry and heavy to play shock. It was scary. That dude can be pretty scary. Just the threat of him going all the way back to full health. It's a pretty cool fight, though. I like that one. He was one of my favorite from that quest, I'd say. Also, hi BG, how goes it? It's going good, man. BG! Finally pulled 5-star Void. Uncle K, very nice, dude. Used the Science Awakening gem I've been saving specifically for him and pumped 176 SIGs into him. Holy crap, that's a lot of SIGs. Thank you, She-Hulk, for your sacrifice. Wow. Hashtag I've been voided. Well, congrats, dude. Brian, I'm going to go to bed. Rest times. I love you lots. P.S. You the best. Alright, Debiok. Have a good one, man. 36s, my god, man. Yeah. I mean, that's the goal. Like, most people don't have 36 stars. I don't have 36 stars. I'm still quite a ways away myself. But once you get to 30, yeah, that arena is going to be nice and easy. As long as you can play arena twice a day, because some, you know, you do need to kind of play it like on time. For West Coast people, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. If you're a little bit late, it can throw things off, and yeah. Got 46 6 stars. Holy moly. That's a lot of 6 stars way. Yeah. Yeah, Dream of that or Diablo. I'm going all featured next round, so hope I pull something nice. Well, good luck, dude. BG, should Kabam run more arenas like this in the future? I don't. I want to see the results of this arena before I comment on it. I think they should definitely do this at least from time to time. Oh damn, that's right. I wanted to look at what these milestones were because I just caught something out of the corner of my eye of what they were. I think they should definitely do it from time to time at least. Oh, this is regular boost crystal. Is this? Oh, it's a sterling crystal. Dude, it made it look like this was a tier 4 class Kalos. I was about to say, what? They're just giving out these things in the arena now like this, but... okay, sterling crystal 2 to 4 star version of one of the following. Silver Era Champions, Hawkeye, Dormammu, Doctor, Octopus, Sentinel, or Thing. Interesting. Oh, it's a 5% chance for the 5% chance for the 4-star though. Okay. I was about to say like, it doesn't really matter for like depending on what people's rosters are compared to a PHC, because I don't need any of those. So this is like the same thing as a PHC until I saw the drop rate, which is looking good. Looking good, looking good. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on one sec. I just realized something else, though. Wasn't there PHC in all of the milestones before? Are they jipping us here? I could have sworn each one of these milestones had a PHC in it. Is that... Oh, those are not tier... Oh. I guess it's these? Ah, okay. It's funny, man. Until you said those are not... until I saw you say those are not tier 3 class catalysts either, I just assumed they were. Okay, so we're not getting gypped. It is, you still get... Okay, cool. So better than normal. Awesome. It's a feature PHC versus normal PHC? Yeah, I guess so. Neat. Scary discovery. Underneath my clothes, I'm naked. Yeah, I don't know why they went with these as the models. I mean, I guess gold and silver, but they don't really look... I don't know. I guess it was the closest thing they had to gold and silver already made. Anyway. My eye holes hurt. Pete, are you feeling any better at all, man? Pete, you can't be sick. We need you healthy. Comic-Con is coming soon. Hi BG, how are you, good friend? Sup, Luke? Over any 4-star, 2-star exclusive. It's better than any 4-star in basic crystal. Oh, that's true. Are there? I didn't even realize. Are there? I guess there's 2-star exclusives in here. Oh, that's awesome if there are. Actually feeling a lot better. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Eyes hurt for some reason. Yeah. Star saying water. That could be it. Sometimes we get pretty dehydrated when sick. I don't know about you guys, but it's hard for me to drink water when I'm sick. It's like, it's not necessarily hard for me to drink things, like drink other things, but water in particular is hard for me to drink because I don't know, it has like it tastes sick, if that makes any sense. When I'm sick and I drink water, the water also tastes sick. So I gotta drink like juice or something, you know? BG, saw your Aegon video and plan on running my 5-star on Labyrinth. Would you say adding Nick Fury to the team is the best synergy for Aegon? Thanks for the great content as always. Yes. I would keep him alive, though. The video that... of like Cameron's footage, I think that's the one you're talking about, right? Because I actually had I have two Aegon videos. Well, I have maybe like 3 or 4 actually, but I have at least 2 Aegon videos inside of Realm of Legends, and one of them I made before Nick Fury was even out, and then the other one, Cameron actually recorded that, and then I did the commentary over it. And the one that Cameron did, he killed Nick Fury. And that was just because he was, you know, he was speed running. He wanted every little bit of speed he could get his hands on. Just adding a little bit more attack. But if you're not like speed running something, if you're just casually going through Realm of Legends or Labyrinth of Legends or wherever really, and you're running suicides, then you should keep Nick Fury alive. If you're not running suicides, then I guess you can kill him off, and he'll give good attack. Have you ever played Pokemon, BG? Yes. The old ones, though. Like Pokemon Red. I played that, got all the Pokemon in that game. I also had Pokemon Silver. Did the same thing for that game. And that was pretty much it for my Pokemon playing. I didn't really play much Pokemon beyond that. I played... There was one... Oh, God. Please don't kill me, dude. Please don't kill me. Whew. There was one Pokemon for the DS that I played. I like borrowed my brother's, I think, or something. I can't remember which one that was, but I only got the first badge, and then I didn't feel like playing anymore. And I never played Pokemon Go. I still love the idea behind Pokemon and everything, but I don't know. I guess once I played enough of it, I just kind of never went back to it. Want to hear a bad cat joke? Probably not, but go ahead. But go ahead. Played so much Pokemon Red, dude. I played the crap out of that game. I never played it like competitively for like, you know, dueling other people or anything like that. It was all just about like, you know, I would just play through and catch all the Pokemon and, you know, restart it, play through again. This time with different Pokemon, and yeah, I would just do that a bunch. It's fun. Right, I see you're going for this thing. Any plan of the score? I'll go second round. Actually, Celez, I stopped my grind. I'm just gonna go for milestones. But I am gonna really try to get like all of the milestones. Last couple rounds have been a little bit lacking. I don't know how it's gonna go this round either, but I am gonna try my best. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get all milestones this time around. But we'll see. Brian Grant caught them all. I thought I really liked something about you. Didn't know it was this. Yeah, man. I did it for Pokemon Red and for Pokemon Silver. I got all the Pokemon there. Of course, you know, you can't actually catch them all. I had to trade with some friends and all that, which I always kind of hated. I don't know if I had wanted it any other way, but I did hate that about the game. You know? It's one of those things where, like, looking back on it, it was probably really smart of the developers to do that, not just because it made people buy, like, 2 copies of the game. Because it definitely did that. I definitely had some friends where they had 2 copies of the game and all. So that was something. But it also made people kind of work together, and yeah. I don't know if it was necessary. Like, Pokemon was such a big thing that people would have been brought together regardless. But anyway, one of those things that I hated. It reminds me of like Alliance Quest and the linked nodes, where I hate the linked nodes, but because of the linked nodes, it does bring people together. I think these 2 arenas are the best for almost all milestones, just because of the bonus Grandmaster shards. You know, I hadn't thought about that, but yeah. Well, not really Grandmaster shards, though, right? They're just featured PhDs. Unless I missed something, are there also Grandmaster shards in here? If there's Grandmaster shards. What mastery setup you have, bro? I'll flash it after I get out of this arena. It's a pretty standard suicide setup. I guess I could just describe it even while I do these fights. So I'm running full suicides with maxed out despair, 0 points in deep wounds, 0 points in glass cannon. And then defensively, I have enough points to unlock willpower. So I have maxed out willpower, and actually I have maxed out coagulate, because I run champions in Alliance quests that are not suicide friendly at the moment. And the proficiencies, I have maxed out Limber, maxed out Stupefy, maxed out Parry, 1 point Dex. No, you get United Shards for the other arenas besides featured 5-star. And you could use 4K to get a GMC, which has a smaller pool. Oh. Huh. Okay. Last one is the joke or punchline. What is this? Someone let me play on their Pokemon Red or the other one. First one I owned was Diamond. That was not it. The other ones just want to hear a bad cat joke. I don't see any other message between those, Star. Oh. Oh, never mind. I see. Just kidding. That's what it is? Want to hear a bad cat joke? Just kidding. Oh boy. I need a drink. Of water so I could properly boo you. This thing needs to be awakened to be good. He doesn't need to be awakened to be good, but there are situations where he does need to be awakened. Like he can be played unawakened, but in order for him to just be like game-breakingly good, he's got to be awakened, and he can just kind of stand there and take punches to the face. If he's awakened and high sig level, you can you can put your phone down at certain times, as Dreamin' has showed. I think it's perfect. What's up, lags? Even the Nick Fury arena has the unified shards, which I'm very happy about because I need my Fury. Yeah, that sounds cool. Alright. Let's start up some of these other arenas real quick. BG, you going for Thor? I am not. I feel like the cutoff is going to be pretty high, and if I did go for it, I would actually pick up the dupe on thing. Brian, what are your opinions on the next Pokemon game not including every Pokemon? I thought that's how they always were, or maybe not always, but did they always include every Pokemon? Like between the colors, or not necessarily colors, but between the versions. I thought they stopped doing that a while ago. I guess I was wrong. But I think that's lame, basically. So, got 2 to 3 Cosmic and Mutant thinking Iceman. I like him. And King Groot, just for you. Sure, man. I mean, 2 to 3s, you know. You can rank whoever you want with the 2 to 3s, really. At your point in the game. It's when it goes to like the 3 to 4s and 4 to 5s that gets tough. Well, they aren't just not available, but you can't trade them into the game. Oh. Huh. I guess they have to do it at some point if the games are like getting too big with all the Pokemon or something. I don't know, man. That's kind of lame. There must be a reason for it. I don't think the devs were just like, yeah, let's just kick the community in the nutsack for no reason. There's gotta be a reason behind it, but yeah, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. I think the next 5-star featured pool: Invisible Woman, Stealth Suit, Mysterio, Sunspot, Warlock, and Claire have any risk of rebalancing. Maybe Claire's regen? I don't think Claire needs any rebalancing. I think she's completely fine. I don't know. I think Stealth Suit might get a buff. Invisible Woman might get a buff. don't think... I mean, Warlock, they're definitely not going to touch Warlock. He's totally fine. I wonder how they feel about Mysterio and Sunspot. I feel like Mysterio's fine, and Sunspot's probably fine too. But I am curious. The only reason I say that is because of Torch, and I guess Cole too. But Torch, I didn't think they would have to do anything with him, buff-wise, and then Cole. Yeah, I don't think they were going to do anything with that guy either. So who knows what they're going to do. It's really unpredictable right now. But I do think they're going to buff. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Stealth Spidey needs a little bit of a buff, but I don't know that Kabam agrees. So we'll see. Luke sending over $1. Thank you very much, Luke. Where is your last one? Hang on. Oh, here we go. If Kabam allowed you to bring a 6th champion to a quest, what would be the first synergy / champs you'd want to test out that you couldn't otherwise? If I could bring a 6th champion to the team, first things that I would try, there's 2 things. 1, throwing in another synergy champion for Thor Fraggle Rock. I know he'd still suck, but I would do it anyway. And 2, Mephisto, because Mephisto also has a crazy amount of synergies. And yeah, I'd try those out. For like actual good usable team setups and stuff, you know, I have Sinister in here right now. Maybe I would try some sort of Sinister Cable team variation, because it's hard to squeeze those guys on the team, but the synergy is powerful. So probably something like that. I can't remember. I mean, I'm. There's definitely been times where I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, if I could only squeeze this one extra champion on the team, but I can't, and I can't remember which situations those came about. Off the top of my head, at least. So yeah, those would be the ones I'd try. Thank you for the $1. Appreciate it. If they didn't think Ronan needed a buff, I doubt they will do anything with Stealth Spidey. I don't know. So, maybe. Stealth Spidey... I guess the reason why I say Stealth Spidey is because I feel like... I always felt like the main character of a movie, of a big movie release, was supposed to be stronger. Like that was maybe their intentions, to make him kind of like, for Stealth Spidey to kind of take over Stark Spidey's throne for most commonly used Spidey type of thing. I mean, I know Ronan was you know, an important character in a very big Marvel movie, but at the same time, it wasn't like totally based around him. You know, it wasn't Ronan's Adventures or something like that. You know, where it was Spider-Man. It was a whole movie for that Spider-Man, right? Which I haven't seen yet, so I don't even know if he was in that suit the whole time or what. But that's just like kind of the feeling that I get. It was like that Spidey was supposed to be more important. Play a more important role in the game than he does right now. Could be wrong. And I don't know how they would buff him, but yeah. Black Seraphim sending over 2, saying might be getting laid off due to UAW strike. UAW strike. What is that? United Automobile Workers? Okay, damn. Well, that really sucks, dude. I hope that doesn't actually happen. Sorry to even hear that, man. That's some scary stuff. To even think that one like might just show up and not have your job. So yeah, dude, I really hope that doesn't happen. Good luck with everything. If they're striking, does that mean you could potentially get like better benefits or a raise of some kind or something like that if like after layoffs or something, like if you get your job back or something like that? Either way, man, crappy situation to be in. Sorry to hear it. PG, what would you change about Alliance War if you had the power? Tom, the number one thing I would change is to make the boosts, like, whatever... I guess they would have to change it. Make an Alliance War specific boost. I'm not talking about the 3-minute boosts. I'm talking about, like the champion health and attack, like those boosts. Either make them... make it an Alliance War specific version that lasts the entire duration of a war, or just figure out some way that, yeah, if you applied, you know, such and such champion boost, like whatever stat increases you applied, the other boosts would not apply to this. You know, like the 3-minute ones, that would be broken as hell if it lasted the entire duration of a war. It'd be way too good. But it's just so annoying the way it's currently set up. We run into it every single war, where it's like, hey, are you available to take these nodes? Because this would be a great time for us to play the game right now. Yeah, this is a great time for us to play the game. Let's do that. And then it's like, well, wait a minute. But if we play the game now, well, we'd have to boost again in the morning for the mini-bosses. So let's just leave it all for the morning and then try to rush and get everything done last minute, just so that we don't have to boost 3 times in a war and only have to boost 2 times in a war. It just, oh god. It just sucks. It just makes it annoying to play. That's my least favorite part about war, by far, is the pacing of it being locked in by these boosts, because they are, you know, they are so expensive, and we get a decent amount of them for free through like the milestones and stuff like that. And if you're smart with getting them, then you don't necessarily have to buy a lot, but you can still choose to spend on like the bigger boost if you want a little bit of an extra advantage and stuff. It's not, you know, it wouldn't be that bad if it just lasted the entire duration of a war, and it still gives you that interesting choice of, like I said, if you want to get the bigger boost packages and stuff. But it just makes the pacing of war much more enjoyable. You no longer have to wait for 5 energy if you're just like 1 fight away or something. Esmir sent it over 2 though, saying, Aplex Seraphim, sorry, I was expecting a sex pun. Yeah, I was kind of expecting something along those lines as well, something that I would have to mask. Yeah, that is a bummer, dude. Esmir, thank you very much for the 2 though, man. Appreciate it. Happy G, pull the 4-star ghost. Should I take her to 550 or wait for 5-star? I mean, I don't know exactly which... Like, even as a 4-star, she's very strong, but I don't know exactly what your roster looks like. Like all of your... Well, like what other champions you have ranked up and all that. So, it's a little bit hard for me to say without that info. But she is still a powerful champion as a 4-star. Her damage is not going to compare to like other high-ranked 5-stars and stuff, but her utility is still crazy, and she does still have good damage. People ended up using a 4-star ghost over most 5-stars for one of the celebrity challenge events. I remember that. Basically, Ghost and Corvus, people were opting to use 4-stars versus their 565s of other champions. Which is saying something, man. They are strong. They're very strong. Hey everyone, I got sucked into a lengthy debate with a certain someone on the forums. I couldn't help it. If you want to see me intellectually dominate someone, go check it out. Hee. Wow. Alright, Super Dirty Pickle. BG, I grind arena, finish all the content, I keep getting crap champions. Really demotivating. Sorry to hear that, man. If you are able to get to the point where you can grind for champions in the arena, you can kind of make your own luck, which is something that I've done myself. It's not easy, and it does take a lot of time and effort and all that, but it is one way to kind of smooth out the whole champion acquiring process if you're getting dumped on. Because I got lucky in this last opening. I got super lucky in this last opening. I've had some good openings in the past too. But I've also had a bunch of openings where it's just like garbage after garbage after garbage. That's the other thing too, is like, you know, everybody goes through that same or, you know, everyone has like some good luck and some bad luck, and sometimes it can be very demotivating if you're on a streak of bad luck. But if you hang in there long enough, you will definitely pull some good champions eventually. Let's not talk about redoing mastery if you have to turn off suicides. Yeah, that part's really annoying too. Turning on and off suicides, and yeah. But I think the boost part is by far the most annoying thing. Honestly, if they made that change, I don't know if like the rest of the stuff doesn't even compare for me as far as like negative things about Alliance War. That one is such a standout that I probably wouldn't complain about War. Like there are always things that can be improved, just like any area of the game, you know. Like I don't really complain about Arena because I feel like it's pretty good, but yeah, of course there can be improvements. I guess the one thing that I would complain about Arena is just like Arena bots, which isn't really the Arena system. That's just people, you know, breaking the rules, cheating. But yeah, for something like War, I doubt they're ever gonna make that change. But if they ever did, then man, I'd be pretty happy. T-Stap sent it over too, saying sup dirty pick. Says best online game names. Or oh no, super dirty pick. Oh, okay. I got it. I'll put his name up there. He does have one of the best names. I agree, man. I agree. See, Super Dirty Pickle, man. I'm pretty sure we had conversations before where you were thinking about changing your name, right? Dude, everyone loves the name. It was a while ago. It's not like you were saying it recently, but T-Stop, thank you very much for the tier, dude. Well, if you get a war, if you have to swap suicides 3 times, happened to me. Imagine that. Oh, I know, dude. I know. Like, okay, so the thing about the suicides and swapping and stuff like that, it's really annoying. I know Dubes, that was one of the biggest complaints that he had is, you know, his path. It just felt like he was forced to do that. But I also feel like while it's not easy to do, there like there might be setups that exist where you can either go like all in on suicides or all in on just not having suicides. So it feels a little bit more in the player's control. Again, I know it's not always easy or ideal, and sometimes it is better just to swap the suicides, and I get that that's totally annoying. But when it comes to boosting, it is impossible to boost one time in a war unless you're just saying, well, I'm only going to boost one time and then I'm not going to boost at all for the rest of war. Which, yeah, technically that's in the player's control, but when it's something competitive, like if you're actually competing for war. You're gonna boost, and I don't think it's necessarily a like I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea to have these boosts. I just hate the way that they currently work. Because if you take away the boost completely, I mean, I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't complain. But at the same time, it does take away something that players can kind of see as an advantage if you're working towards, you know, getting these boosts, or you don't mind buying the boost to get an advantage over someone else. You can call it pay to win or whatever, but even without paying, you could grind for that in the arena, and just having like having something that you could work towards when a war is not on that will affect war, like your future wars and stuff like that. I don't think that's a bad system. It's just the way the boosts currently work, I think, are bad. But Peter Mackey's sending over to, thank you very much, saying, what champ is the hardest to play against? Peter, thank you very much for the 2. There's a few champions. I think it changes for every single person. For example, I actually don't really have a problem with Korg, whereas other people may find Korg to be the biggest pain in the ass ever. But I got pretty comfortable with evading his L1, and you know, got that down and felt like it was fine ever since then. And then there's champions that I personally can't stand playing where someone else might find them easy. For me, the worst ones, I would say Domino's super high in the list. If she's not number 1, then she is damn close to number 1. Havoc is up there for me. I sometimes struggle to fight Havoc, especially in war. In a questing situation, I kind of got it down, sort of, for the most part. But in Alliance War, oh, I can't stand that guy. Thing can be really tough sometimes. Thing is crazy because sometimes it's like, oh, this fight's no problem, and then other fights it's like, oh man, what? I stood no chance this fight. Like if he wants to be stingy with his specials and stuff, oh, Thing is brutal. I would say those are probably the standouts for me. Torch is actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw Torch up there as well. Torch is actually a real pain in the ass for me to fight, and he's not really seen as like a strong defender, because he usually doesn't get too many kills, or at least in like the Masters bracket, he doesn't get too many kills. But I feel like I almost die to that guy all the time. And when the monthly event quest was around for Thing or I'm sorry, for Torch, and there was a bunch of things in that quest as well, and just the 2 of them together, that was actually really tough. I guess Annihilus was paired up with Torch too, and Annihilus he's kind of annoying too. So yeah, there's a bunch, but yeah, I'd say those are some of the hardest for me. Thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. Kind of curious what you guys think are like the most difficult. ABG, how come you don't pick up the highest points available for arena matchups? It's usually just faster and easier to pick off the weakest team. I timed it out previously, and I actually got more points for the time spent in the arena if I just pick the easiest team every single time. Because yeah, you get less points per match, but the matches go a little bit faster, and you have less risk of dying and all that too. But even when I didn't die, like during the test, I made sure that I didn't die when picking the easiest team and didn't die when picking the hardest team. And just because the hardest team took a few extra punches, I actually got less points per minute of arena time. Now, if you are limited on the number of champions that you have that you can throw into the arena, then time might not be your limiting factor, and you know, it might be beneficial to pick the hardest matchups, and sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just also avoid certain matchups if the champion, if the visible champion looks annoying. I'll pick any of the 3 that don't look annoying. But for the most part, I also am just not really paying attention to the arena. And I kind of just go on autopilot, focus on anything else but the arena. And it's just easiest for me to pick the top teams, the default team. BJ, I might do a thing and start uploading vids and stuff. Roboto, cool, man. Let us know if you go through with it. Let us know when you get that first video uploaded. Hulk is BG's nemesis. I have gotten killed by Hulk quite a few times, yeah. 4-star feature only 8 mil. I'm thinking. It's a little bit hard to say. Honestly, I could see it going a little bit lower, maybe even. Could be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Most annoying by far is damn passive AI. That's true. Any champion with a real passive AI is like, oh god. Don't want to do that fight. Nivea. Long time no see. Center of $5. Thank you so much. Saying long time no see, Banana Man. Dude, my thoughts exactly. Hope all is well. A few more months and I'll be done with nursing school. Will probably have more money to get myself back on my account, in quotes. Dude, Nivea. Thank you very much for the 5, man. Everything's going well here, dude. Good to see you. Happy to hear that you only have a few more months to go and your schooling will be all done. That's awesome, dude. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. I'm sure you're excited to be done with school and just start working and all that. But dude, thank you again for the 5. Appreciate it. Keep grinding here. I gotta try to not get distracted so easily. I've been getting too distracted lately. I go through periods of time where it's like, yeah, nothing can distract me. I'm always gonna keep playing and talking and doing whatever else. And then there are times where, I don't know, if I'm just a little bit lazy feeling it or something and just I get distracted and put my phone down and I gotta make sure that I'm actually keeping the grind going. Otherwise I'm not gonna hit all these milestones. Let's do a map without the stupid portals. Make it like you need 5 energy of each member to clear, or wait, of each member, so 50 clear all in one go. That'd be so awesome. Imagining seeing 10 peeps go at it at once. That would be fun, but I don't... It'd be fun to do that every once in a while. I don't know if that's necessarily better for war, though, because you do miss out on that, that kind of feeling of like, oh, are we up now, or are we, you know, are we down, like checking in throughout the day. And that's definitely annoying to some people, but for some people that's what keeps people playing, man. That's like they live for that feeling. Whereas if it's just like, yeah, 10 people all going at the same time, if you go up against an alliance and, you know, they finish within like the first 5 minutes and you know exactly what you have to do, or like you might already know that you lost, and it might just be really demotivating to even try. And like I said, it'd be fun to do sometimes, which is why I like the idea behind a small scale PvP system, where it would be kind of like that. It wouldn't exactly be a mirror of Alliance War. I don't think they would have to, you know, have the exact same system. And I would want it to be on a smaller scale, 3v3, something like that. But Alliance War, I think it's fine that it's that it lasts longer, but it's also really disruptive to people's schedules and stuff like that, and could just be made better if the boost actually lasted and people had a little bit more freedom of when they wanted to play and didn't have to play around, you know, other people's schedules as much. There's already Alliance Quest for that. Christian sent it over too. Thank you very much, dude. Where's your last one at? Morning, BG. Morning. Dude, those were some awesome pulls yesterday, right, dude? Right after you pulled the first corpse, I said to myself out loud, ha, he'll probably pull him again. You never let me down. Dude, I can't even believe I pulled him twice. Nutty stuff, man. Very nutty stuff. But Christian, thank you very much for the 2, dude. And of course, I would never let you down, man. Once you up in that 999 Aegon Training Lab, smashing through blocks, controlling the tempo of the fight like Professor X, and all party favors, it's all smiles. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, you're talking Roboto. Was Roboto talking about might be this weekend with a war vid. Aha, okay. Cool. Cool. I know Windows has a video editor, but it's probably crap. You got a decent free one you recommend, BG? Yes. So, I just switched over to DaVinci Resolve. It has a ton of features because it's like fully featured. Like Hollywood studios can use these things, or can use this software. But there is with this version that just came out, they have like a little bit of a simplified version called the cut page, where it really just tries to simplify things. It still is gonna take a little bit of learning, no matter what video editor you use. If you're actually like even just doing simple edits of like, you know, cutting and splicing things or whatever, it's not that it's hard. It's just anything new, you know. So I'd recommend using that one. And yeah, you could just learn the absolute basics with that cut page, and then later on, if you wanted to use it to do some more interesting things, it has all of that, and you could just, yeah, do that basically. There's a free version, and then there's a paid version, and you'd be totally fine with the free version, I'm sure. Like, I'm probably fine with the free version, but I actually paid for it because I paid for it for a few reasons. One, I do want access to some of the features that are paid only, and two, it's not a subscription, and you never have to pay for an upgrade ever. So like some people pay like Adobe Premiere, you know, they gotta pay like $20 a month to use that, or you can buy some other editing software, but you got to keep buying the upgrades and stuff like that. It's like $300 one time, and because I spend a lot of time using it, I feel like I should also support the developers and stuff like that too, especially when it's priced reasonably. Which I know some people are probably like $300. It's a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. But seriously, compared to the other programs out there for what they give you, oh my god, it's so cheap. It is so damn cheap. But yeah, you can just use the free version, and I recommend that. And just find some tutorials. And again, it might be slightly overwhelming at first, but you know, once you figure things out, it's not too bad. PG, you see Ilac's video on current bots in the game? I did not. I try not to even think about the bots. Of course I know they exist, and I know Kabam has nuked them before. I hope they get nuked again. The bots just kind of suck. But the less I think about them, honestly, the better. I get a program for videos if you don't do videos anymore. Well, that was the problem. Is my last software sucked so bad, it's just making me not want to make videos at all. So now I'm pumped about it again. Are you gonna grind for the thing? I am not. I was originally, but I pulled them out of the crystals, and I was gonna go for them. I was gonna do a double grind for them to awaken them at the six levels to them and all that, but I want to get back to doing some other things that are more important right now. Brian, from almost 2 million battle chips, how many units can I get? For 2 million battle chips, on average, you get about 3,600 units. On average is the key word there, because for the most part, it will be very close to that 3,600, but sometimes you get shafted, and sometimes you get well above average. I've gotten both myself. So yeah. But for the most part, it'll be right around. For the most part, it's I usually give the range of 1,600 to 2,000 per million battle chips, and it seems pretty consistent with. Like I used to keep spreadsheets on it, and just looking at other people's openings and everything, seems pretty consistent. Come on, Killmonger. Hate fighting Killmonger in the arena. Can't ever crit this guy. Fights take forever. Look at this man. Oh, I had one crit at the end there. Sweet. I'd like to talk about this, but bots might be back big time because the score for Claire is ridiculous. It was a really high score for Claire. Surprisingly high score, so I was thinking the same thing. Which is also why I opted out of grinding for this arena. Just thinking the scores are a bit high at the moment. It might not have been bots. Like we've been waiting for a good Mystic for a while, and it's not like the scores were. No, I mean they were pretty high. I was gonna say it's not like they were 70 plus, but honestly they were pretty damn high. ABG, how come we don't have Professor from X-Men? We have all the other characters, but no Professor. What do you think about it? In time, I'm sure we'll get some variation of him in the game. Kabam has said in the past that they like to throw out a mixture of champions that are very well known and champions that are lesser known, and kind of spread out the characters that are like the A-list or whatever, you know. For a few reasons. Like one, it'd make the game less exciting if they already like added all the good ones and we're just getting like these unknowns. Two, match up with the story, and other things that are going on in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all that. And three, I'm dead. I don't even know if I had a three. But yeah, that's what Kabama said. They also, depending on the version that they want to do for him, they might have to create some new tech. Like when they added all the tentacles for certain characters, you know, that was something new for them compared to the average fighter. They had to make sure that stuff looked as good as possible. And they gave the example of Mystique before, where, you know, Mystique is supposed to, you know, be able to like transform into anybody, but they would have to load in a whole bunch of different characters to each fight, which would not be good. Because normally you load into a fight, you're only loading 2 characters. So they didn't say like what their plans for Mystique were. They just said, yeah, eventually Mystique will be in game, but they have to figure out exactly what works, what they can get away with our devices and all that stuff. Who knows? Maybe they're waiting for like the next generation of phones to make sure everyone's upgraded, and they could say like, okay, you can no longer use iPhone 7s now or something like that. Actually, man, I hope they never do that, because I don't really plan on upgrading my phone, and I use an iPhone 7. But, you know, just to make sure the phones are good enough. Who knows what their plans are. If they had a Professor X, I'd feel kind of bad hitting a guy in a wheelchair. Well, I think it was Dave that had the suggestion. It was either Dave or someone else. Sorry if I'm not giving the appropriate credit, but I think it was Dave who came up with the idea of having him use like a projected image of himself or something like that. Like he was in the background, and he was just kind of had like a telekinetic figure or something. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. What's up, 73 mil? Says only bots can put up these scores. Oh, what it was? Oh, was that from that video? Yeah, like that's the thing, man. Is it's possible that bots are contributing towards these scores, but at the same time, like people are capable of putting up crazy high scores these days. So yeah, that was Dave's idea. Okay, I thought so. Astral projection. That sounds pretty sweet. If that's if that'd be a name for it, yeah. Seen some people asking for Stan Lee to be added. Can you even imagine beating up Stan Lee as an uncollected boss? That's among the worst ideas I've heard. I mean, I've heard people suggesting he get added too, but usually in a different type of way. Actually, people, it's been a while since I heard anybody suggest it, but I do remember people saying, like, I mean, kind of like how he was in the movies and stuff, where, like he wasn't the main, he wasn't the main character, so like you wouldn't be fighting with him, but you would have, like he would pop up in stories from time to time, or I don't know, have other, like another purpose in the game, but. Yeah, it would also feel funny if they just like tried to force it somehow. So. I want A-Bomb, Red She-Hulk, and Scar for the true agents of Smash synergy. Red She-Hulk. I didn't even know they had one of those. Although when you're running Arena 16 hours a day, you might as well be a bot. Yeah, pretty much, man. that's just it, man. A lot of times we grind a lot of Arena. But, I mean, I'm sure there's some people... I'm sure there's different types of botting. After this, I want to stop talking about it because it does make me sad to even think about it. But... I'm sure there are different types of botting where, like, there might be some accounts where the only time someone is playing is if it's, bot controlled, basically. Or there might be people who supplement their grind with bots who are grinding and then at night when they go to sleep, run the bot. Either way, it's risky as hell. I do not recommend anybody do it. There's been lots and lots of accounts that have just been, banned for botting and all that, so it is not worth it. Especially, like, I don't know, I don't really see advertisements for it so much. I see advertisements for other illegal activities in this game, but I've seen in other games in the past a lot of advertisements for bots and hacks and all that stuff, and they all say the same thing. They all say it's completely undetectable. It's impossible for the devs to detect and all this. Guaranteed, not going to get banned. And that's usually true for like a real short amount of time. So sometimes it can go on for months or something like that, but eventually the devs catch on and they're able to detect it, and then you get banned, and it's just not worth losing your account over. And you're not going to get your money back if you paid to get one of these bots or hacks or whatever. You're just going to lose your account, and that'll be it. So do not do that stuff. Not even just for the reason of losing your account, but also because it's a real dick move. Like it's you're not cheating kabam when you cheat in this game, You're cheating all the other players who are not cheating. So to sacrifice, like, just to get a little bit of an additional reward at the cost of making everyone else miserable in an unfair way. Like, you gotta be, I don't even know, man. Like, I seriously, like, I'm sure there's some people in here that have done some things, that have done have cheated before in the past, maybe are cheating right now, who knows. But man, like, really think about what you're doing. And like when I think about it that way, like I don't know what has to be going on in someone's mind for them to justify it and make them think that it's okay to just be screwing over all the other people. Like it's messed up, man. It's real messed up. There are 2 alliances I know of that almost certainly mostly bot lower level accounts that stay at level 40 and dominate some of the leaderboards, including 3-day arena. I've reported, and it's a shame. Just checked, months ongoing now. Yeah, that is a bummer. BG, I've been trying out the one-handed playing, having trouble with hitting the special attack button quick enough. Fun though. Keep at it. It's It can be annoying sometimes with the specials, but yeah, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. That is definitely one reason why I usually do it in arena, because I mean, if you look at this arena fight, I ended it before I even got a special, you know. But sometimes, like reaching over, you could like just barely miss the button. You're a little bit less accurate with the one hand and all that, but. Yeah, the more you do it, the better you get at it. OMG, my rank 2 Warlock just absolutely demolished a rank 2 6-star Korg in War. So fun with cable synergy. He was super infected. Yes, dude, Hobbit, that's awesome, man. Love the streams, bro. Dylan not finishing path recently get you down. You got this. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm definitely not down about that. Like, I'm not worried about not completing the path. It might have seemed like I was getting down on it because people were literally telling me to stop, to stop doing the itemless thing, which yeah, I'm not gonna stop. So, said some things, but. Otherwise, man, no, I'm still stoked about doing itemless. I've got this thing now, so I'm gonna level up this thing, and he's gonna help. And yeah. Last before I leave, please. All right, so what do we got? We still talking about this. A lot of mercs missed the first round of Claire, so who's taking those 150 places? That's why I think bots are back. Possibly. Possibly. Can't stop, won't stop. Exactly. Is Nick Fury a good 5-star? Absolutely, yeah. Nick Fury is one of the strongest. I don't see a ton of people use Nick Fury, and I don't know if that's because he's hard to find the right situation, or if people just have champions they prefer to use over him, or if just not a lot of people have him because he's still relatively new, and some of the people that have him, they have him on like defense or something like that. I don't know what the deal is with Nick Fury, but he is powerful, and I have him too. And I guess, you know, for whatever reason, I don't use him either. But eventually, I'll probably rank 5 him. Wahaha! And then there was a Havoc on the mystery node for Path 7, but I brought in Warlock, and guess what? I made him eat his own skin. Very happy with this guy, dude. Hobbit, man. I gotta say, Warlock is one of the coolest, dude. I really wish I had a Warlock. Whenever he gets added to the crystal, I guarantee you that guy will be on my most wanted list until I pull him. Until the end of time, basically, man. Because, yeah, Warlock is super cool. He's so good. So good and so unique and everything. BG, you're getting the new iPhone. It has a brighter screen. Ah, a brighter screen. No, I'm not going to be getting it. Phones are, I mean, I was about to say phones are expensive, and they are expensive. Actually, but the reason I stopped what I was going to say is because I actually think phones are pretty cheap in all reality. Like, for the amount of time that we all spend on our phones, just thinking about like how much more I've spent on other things. Like cars are expensive, you know. You gotta get like payments and pay basically like for the car payment plus insurance, like every single month, the same price that you pay for a phone. And man, I didn't drive all that much. So yeah, like phones are pretty cheap when thinking about it compared to other things. But if you upgrade your phone frequently, then they do get pretty expensive. And yeah, I'm not looking to upgrade anytime soon. Maybe a few more years. Yeah, maybe. Like I didn't even look at the phones this year, but maybe next year I'll actually look at them to see if I'm interested. Something like that. Probably not though. I'll probably give it at least. Like honestly, I'll probably give it till at least 2021 before I seriously consider getting a new phone. Part of it is also because I have 2 phones right now though. But that's only because one of them is like tablet mode. I just hate the size of a tablet, but I needed something for streaming, you know? What phone you got, BG? So like I said, I have 2. I'm playing on an iPhone 8 Plus right now. This is my streaming and recording device. And then I have an iPhone 7 Plus that is my actual phone. And they both work great. Uber definitely cheaper if you don't leave your house. That's true, man. Like the individual Ubers, they might seem expensive, but rather than having to have and, you know, like God, just maintaining a car is such a headache at times. You pay all this money for something, and like I'm not even like blaming car manufacturers and stuff like that, because I mean we put our cars through hell, man. It's running on just running a car on roads that are not always smooth. Like you know, we, like my wife and I, we have a car together, but back in New Jersey when I actually was like driving more and stuff like that before my car really just bit the dust, man, New Jersey is so filled with potholes that, like, dude, there's just no stopping it. Your car is gonna be breaking down. But having, like, paying all that money and just every day just like not knowing, oh, am I gonna have car troubles today? Like, sucks, man. Such a headache. So much money just down the drain. Just trying to 100% Chapter 5 and have Act 5.6.3, 94%, no idea where the last path is. Urgh. Oof, that is kind of annoying. Damn. Yeah, I don't think you have much choice other than hitting all the portals. Yeah, there are maps out there, but probably not gonna be of much help for something like that. Why do you like Darkhawk so much? Would you rank 5 him if you got him? I would love a rank 5 Darkhawk. I like him for a bunch of reasons. Number 1, before we even get into his actual abilities, he's got an extremely powerful synergy with Venom. It is it's an underrated synergy that he has with Venom. It really is. Very strong. So he has that going for him. He, of course, just like any robot, he's got the immunities. He's got a very strong attack boost on his special 3, paired up with a long duration heal block. His animations are awesome. I love his animations. Dave made a sweet song about him. I mean, that's one right there. Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of things I like about him. He's got a little bit of safety built in. You know, I think when he was first released, people looked at the fact that he has a healing ability and we're trying to like actively use the healing ability, but I don't think that's the right approach when it comes to Darkhawk. I think the right approach for him is that heal is there as a backup, kind of like Nebula, where yeah, you're not going to be able to like heal up the chip damage that you take throughout the fight, and some of the attacks that don't trigger Nebula's healing, well, you just lost your health. That's it. You're not getting that back. I mean, that's kind of how I think about Darkhawk. This is not something that I ever try to actively use. It's just there as a safety. Technically, there's a way to like activate it, right? But I really don't even ever try. And then that auto block as the other safety. So he's got 2 built-in safeties, a lot of damage, immunities, 6 synergy with Venom, cool animations. The dude's awesome. And he's a robot, which makes him very effective at fighting Omega Red. Makes him effective against the Delirium nodes, where robots don't have reverse controls. And he's got synergies with other champions too, besides Venom. But yeah, there's the somewhat short version of why I like him. The one downside about Darkhawk is that you don't necessarily need a high sig level to play him, but man, he definitely doesn't feel that strong without the high sig level. If you already have like a pretty established roster, if you don't have any good like double immune champions or something like that, you can still play him even on Awakened. But compared to some of the other champs out there, compared to like Sentinel or some of the other guys that would fill similar roles, Darkhawk, he does need a high sig level to be on the same level. Anyone know where I could find an easy Taskmaster to fight besides dueling and the one-in-time paradox? Wait, so where? I actually haven't done the Taskmaster fights yet myself, so kind of got to do that too. There was one for, what is it, 3 energy is the cheapest one? Is that the same fight you guys are talking about? Hold on. Oh, I thought there was a... Maybe the message got unsent. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. 8 energy is a lot, dude. I don't think I'm going to do that if it's 8 energy. Pass. Is selling champions a good idea? No. Zach, whatever you do, please never sell any champions in this game. No matter what. Even if you're a few shards away and if selling that champ will give you the shards or anything like that, do not. Whenever you pull the champion from a crystal that you already have that champion, you duplicate them, awakening them, giving them their awaken ability. And you also get some shards of the next higher tier. You get ISO, and it's the good stuff. It's the class ISO that you get like more ISO per gold, basically. Like it's cheaper to use for what it gives you, as long as you're using it in the right champions and stuff. So yeah, do not ever sell. PG, why do you like Darkhawk so much? Would you rank 5 if you got him? Ah. Dude, I just talked about Darkhawk for like 5 straight minutes. If you missed it, I'm not going to go through it again. I guess I never said if I'd rank 5 him if I got him, which I would love a rank 5. I wouldn't be able to do it right away. But if I had him at a high sig level, he would be highly considered. But you'll have to go back if you missed me talking about him. PG and everybody, who else finds the character gates in time after time completely pointless and annoying? Has anyone told Kabam? I don't know. The character gates, they are a little bit pointless, but they don't really bother me, I guess. The daily event itself, I find pretty annoying though, and I hope they don't do an event like this again. I hope they don't redo this one. Having to just, it's. Kind of talked about it yesterday, but we've had events that are kind of similar to this one before, where like you can specifically target something and get lots of points in a very short amount of time, or you can kind of just play the arena and build up points, and if you play enough arena, then eventually you'll get points, or the two can like work together. In this, I feel like it's nearly impossible. Like, okay, I'm looking at these three teams, and I know my head's covering the bottom one, but there's a Voodoo there. So Voodoo, Mephisto, and Infinity Man. Well, my 3 champions don't match these at all. Let's pick the bottom team and see if any of these can match. Turns out no, so I can't get any points this time. Okay. Yeah, it's just not fun, in my opinion at least. The rewards are good. The rewards are fine. It's compelling enough that, you know, people should go out of their way to target these things in a lot of ways, but I just don't find it an enjoyable event. How are these opponents so easy and underranked? If you're talking like the ones that I'm fighting, yeah, it's the oh, I see John saying it too. He's gotten to the Infinite Streak in Arena. Yeah. I'd recommend checking out my video on the Infinite Streak. It's kind of old. It will only show like back when I made it, there were only 2 arenas in the game, and now there are 5. So it's a little bit outdated, but the information in there is still good. And it'll still teach you everything you really need to know about the arenas, and then you can kind of carry that info over to the other arenas. If you do watch that video, which breaks everything down, the 4-star arena in that video is basically the 4-star basic arena that we have today, and you know, all the same things would apply. And the 4-star basic arena is probably the most important one for you to look at as a newer player. Like, you wouldn't be able to, when you're real new to the game, you can't even get on the Infinite Streak, but you can like build towards it and start learning about how to do it, and then, you know, eventually get there, and then the arena will be much more enjoyable for you and stuff. It's pretty impossible. Tried to put up a lot of points during the CV grind. Didn't make many points, but there are tactics you can use. A fair number of people, arena based on synergies. So if you're familiar with popular synergies, you can get more favorable matches. Yeah, but it's like you said, man. It's pretty impossible. Like, yeah, there are little things you can do, but it's pretty damn impossible, I'd say. Like, you have to really, really try, and even then, like, yeah, you might not get it. Alright, let's see. So, the one not showing at the bottom here is a sentry. Let's see if any of these will have it. I don't really want to fight Havoc or Killmonger, so I'm going to pick the sentry team. And no matches. Like, there's just too many champions in the game for this to work out, you know? If there were only 40 champions, it would be more manageable. But when there's 140 champions... Come on, son. With UBG, it would be a lot better if you earned points just for fighting, but get a ton of points for fighting the feature champ with the feature champ. That way, the way you get points tedious. Yeah, so I think that's how they should have had it. Like, you get points just for fighting, and then if it's a mirror match fight, you get a lot of points, and then if it's the featured mirror match, then you get a lot of points. Which would put it on par with things they've done in the past, and those events are great when they do that. Because, I mean, it gives you the kind of the best of both worlds of... If you play the game a lot, you'll build points naturally, and it'll be a nice bonus, an extra incentive to, you know, when you're grinding and stuff. Or if you're not a grinder, then it's something you could knock out in a matter of, you know, 15 minutes, targeting whatever you need to target. But right now, it's only the targeting thing. Is Legacy going for Nick Fury? I don't know. I don't know if he cares about the 4-star. I don't know if he already has him or not. I can't remember if he does. How long have you been playing MCOC? Almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in December. T-Steps and an over $1. Thank you very much. Oh, I just realized my big D, I never updated the amount. Whoops. But, T-Step, where's your last one? Speaking of energy just in general, though, I really should have dumped my energy before. I was holding on to it because I wanted to get my 6 stars in, but I wanted to spend it afterwards. Pretty much just capped, like, before I, started streaming, but... who are the next 3 to compete in the Summoner Showdown? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I want to say maybe Brutal DLX? Hold on, I can find it. I want to say Brutal DLX. I think Yeet is going at the same time as him, maybe? Hang on. Looks like next week is Brutal DLX, Yeet, and Turbo Tim. There we go. Man, there's only 2 weeks left. Crazy. So yeah, Brutal DLX, Yeet, and Turbo Tim. And then week 9... Oh, and Dave's going to be hosting for week 8. Week 9, I'll be hosting, and it's going to be Atromix, Legacy, and Crafty Grinding. The Analyzer. I've never really called him Atromix. It's always been the Analyzer to me. Alright, sorry. Hang on. Okay. But yeah, man. Almost done with it all, and then the finals at Comic-Con is gonna be kind of nutty, man. I'm curious to see who these last 2 people will be. Got more points planning my quest teams and event quests. Still the effort involved, and fighting with weaker champs was time consuming. But hey, dueling is back. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, so because the rewards are good for the event at least, it's, you know, it's not the worst event ever. But, yeah, I almost rather have, like, a fun event with crappy rewards. I think I would rather have a fun event with crappy rewards rather than a crap event with good rewards. I know not everyone's the same. Some people are just give me good rewards, don't care what you gotta do to get them. And there are times where I'm like that too. But I think I've gotten to the point in this game where, like, you know, I've got good enough stuff. I'd just rather have a fun event. Thought Brutal was the first guy to complete Realm of Legends. He is the first guy to complete Realm of Legends. Without muted Matt, just take the special 3 after Invincible on purpose. He was, yeah, man. Going up, no, let's face it, nobody stood a chance. Going up against Invincible. Like, technically, you know, it could have been beaten. If somebody put up more damage throughout the fight. Could have been done with Wolverine, actually. Because you're able to top off, but with Wolverine, you're kind of incentivized to play a little bit aggressive, at least. Not super aggressive, but a little bit more. To build up your power meter and stuff like that. And make sure to trigger those healings, since it's not on a timer. So someone with Wolverine likely would have done more damage, but, I mean, Invincible's playstyle, the dude was just... Oh my god. It's just so enjoyable to watch. It's like you're watching, just anytime you could watch somebody who's just like the master at their craft, basically. Which, dude, he had full control. That's just good. What are you grinding for, BG? Units. Just grinding for units. Units and gold. Getting these milestones. BG, can I stand outside your hotel building with a loudspeaker and a microphone and serenade you with an R&B version of the Psych theme song? If yes, blink 3 times and take a drink from your jar. Jay? I'm gonna have to not blink and not drink from my jar on this one. Okay, here's the thing. I do love Psych. I do love Psych, but I actually don't really like their theme song. Maybe the R&B version would be better, because sometimes when they have like the alternate versions of their theme songs, it doesn't annoy me, but the actual theme song kind of annoys me. Maybe it's because I've heard it too many times. I don't know, but it's always kind of annoyed me, I think. So yeah, if you play a different song, then I'll blink all the times you want. What's your last one? Oh, I have a suggestion for a stream in New York while you're hosting. What do you think about, bringing back the MCOC hotline? Maybe. I brought it back one time when I didn't have to. Like, the MCOC hotline, it was great when I couldn't actually play the game. And I remember thinking, man, it was so cool that, like, I should just bring it back from time to time and just do it anyway. And I don't know, it wasn't as good on the follow-up times, I would say. Or maybe like just yeah. I don't know, it didn't feel as cool. Plus, I need to keep playing to get the units and all that, so. What makes the streams so much fun for me is that I get to play and chat with everybody. If I can only chat or only play, it's like not as good. It's both of them working together. You don't like the theme song? OMG, I'm unsubbing for 10 minutes. I'm disgusted. I'm sorry, dude. I love the show. It's one of my favorites of all time. But, yeah. Theme song. KBG, do you play PUBG or Apex? I do not. I have never played either of those games. Throw Fortnite in there too. I've never played Fortnite either. I know you're not liking this tune. Yeah, unsub. Hi Brian, any word on that 24-hour stream during the next boss event? Probably not. Dude, like I want to do it. I really, really want it. I've been wanting to do it for such a long time. But the timing of it is not going to be great. Because I'm traveling very soon here, and it's going to be a lot of traveling. And I really need to make sure I have some good content that I can upload before I begin my travels. And I'm bringing my laptop and everything, so I'm going to try to continue working on stuff while I'm traveling and all that. But, of course, it's not as easy. But, essentially, when I go to New York this next time, I'm staying there until after Comic-Con. I might also have to change my stream time. I probably will. Just because streaming, I'm gonna be staying with my folks in New Jersey, and like I could stream at 1 a.m. there still. Maybe I will. I don't know. I might have a temporary change in stream time though. It would be earlier if I did. It would be like a couple hours earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna be there basically from like it's gonna be like 2 weeks that I'm not gonna be at my at home. Um, Laura will still be here and stuff like that. I'm just gonna be in New Jersey all that time though. Congrats on the open, buddy. Thank you very much. Sup from the UK, BG. Sup, Tom from the UK. There's a thread in the forums where Droid does and others post duels and quest targets. Just check that at the next start. Yeah, that's a good idea for anyone who needs the dual targets and all that. It's a long time away from home. Lola, Laura, and I will miss you. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna miss them too. I mean, they're coming for Comic-Con and stuff, but for the majority of that time, that'll be the longest time that we've been apart. BG, I'm trying to get through Act 6.2.2, but I don't have the Heimdall synergy to fight Sinister. But I do have Angela, so is it pretty much impossible for me until I pull him? Well, you don't necessarily need Heimdall. Heimdall is there just to provide a Fury synergy. Do you have a champion that can give you, that just has Furies naturally, it's also poison immune? Like Hyperion, Medusa, Hulk. Those are some of the ones that I was using. If Ghost is workable, is manageable as well. Actually, Ghost is pretty solid for it because she can just convert those poisons to Furies. And I think you have to do heavy attacks with Ghost to get the other type of Fury, right? Because the ones that she converts are passive Furies. But regardless, your damage is still high, and then you just use L3s if you have Ghost. There's some other options, Sparkles, some newer ones that you may not have, like a Warlock with synergies and stuff. Have Ghost and Golok. Okay, so yeah, you can use Ghost. There is footage out there of people using Ghost. If you need an example of how it's done, I'm pretty sure Legacy used Ghost for his Legends run. For that fight specifically, along with some others. So, T-Stop sending over another buck. Thank you very much, T-Stop. Where are you at? I had to step away for a few minutes, so I'm sorry if you already answered this. Who do you think will win between Analyzer and Legacy? Also, do you think either of them can beat Invincible? Ooh, asking the real questions right now, man. Okay, so I will answer the second question first. And I will say that although Invincible is amazing, he is dude, I don't think, like, honestly, I've never seen somebody fight as well as he does. I mean, there's lots of people that play this game that don't make content, right? So there might be people out there that are even better than him, or maybe just more well versed with other characters. I don't know. But I've personally never seen anyone on his level. That's how good he is. That said, anybody can be beat. You only get one chance. You only get one chance in these tournaments. I mean, I don't know how it's going to be at Comic-Con, but I'm assuming it's going to be one chance, two at best, right? So if the AI is playing a little funky, not cooperating with you, boom, like you can be beat just because of that. Doesn't even matter how good you are, or you just slip up. You know, everybody slips up. If it's against Maestro, the timing of the evade of like Maestro's L1. can be rough, especially with the pressure of, you know, at Comic-Con it's going to be, hold on, units, 275, 275, 275, 75, all right. Or 225, I meant. Anyway. So yeah, all that pressure, and you know, you're playing on a device that you might not be comfortable with and all that. So anybody can be beat, and yeah, Legacy and Analyzer, they're both very good at this game as well. So like, if we had to say, like, if they played 10 times, I'd probably say Invincible would win like 7 out of 10 of those times, and those two can beat him 3 out of the 10 times, something like that. Dude, units again. 225, that's what I'm talking about. 2 crystals, 300 units. Is this a sign to get a Cav crystal? Maybe. Am I going to get a Cav crystal? Hell no. So yeah, those two, they could definitely beat him, just like any of the other people in the tournament, really. Can beat Invincible, for sure. As far as who do I think is going to win between Analyzer and Lags, it's a tough one, man. They're both really good. I think it's a coin flip, man. I think it's a coin flip. I think it's a 50-50. I think if they played 10 times, they'd each win 5 out of those 10, you know? I gotta go with Legacy just because we're dungeon friends, man. We're like level 35 dungeon buddies. Divide that in half, but still. I gotta go with my dungeon buddy, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think Analyzer could win too, easily. It's gonna be, like when I say coin flip, I don't mean like it's totally up to chance, because of course there are things in their control and stuff. But just a coin flip in terms of, you know, they're very evenly matched. So anyway, on that note, guys, it is getting to be that time. Nice open yesterday, BG. Thank you very much. Did you say Analyzer has Lags beat hands down? That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Tromix doesn't play him, so you see that much anymore. He'll be a bit rusty. I think he still plays. I'm pretty sure he's still in an alliance and stuff like that. He might not. Yeah, I don't think he plays as much as Legacy does, but I mean, I don't know. These are, you know, a lot of this game, when it, like, as long as you play this game, like, and you're in an alliance, an active alliance, even if you're not grinding like crazy or playing a ton outside of alliance-based activities, you're still playing enough to keep yourself fresh on parry timings and evading specials and stuff like that. So those basics, those are going to be there. Analyzer still has that stuff down, for sure. What you can say maybe about someone who, if they are less active, which again, I don't even know, Analyzer might not even be less active. He might still be as active as ever. Just maybe not uploading as many videos. But for someone who may not be as active, I would say the biggest problem that they would face in game is just not being familiar with the new characters that get released. Because it takes time, you know, learning their abilities and playing against that character enough times, sometimes even playing with that character before you really get a full understanding of how they work, when the right openings, like how to get the right openings, when to attack, when not to attack, how to evade their specials, all that stuff. So because these challenges, they're not really including like the newest of the newest champions. From memory, I feel like Diablo was maybe the newest one in the list. I don't remember, but for the most part, they are older characters that both of these guys, and also, like, first off, there are 3 competitors that week. It's not just between Legacy and Analyzer. We also have Crafty that could win too. So between the 3 of them, You know, it's characters they're going to be familiar with, and best of luck to them. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Like me, I just came back after a year off, and I only have trouble against new characters. See, there you go. Everyone has like 3 damn attacks, and they're heavy now. Oh, dude, the heavy attacks, yeah, the heavy attacks is, I guess, something that Kabam has the most freedom to work with, really. Because it's hard to change like the standard 5-hit combo other than adding like a double hit for a medium. But anyway, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Nivea, I'm not sure if you're still in here, but thank you very much for being the big D of the night. T-Stap, actually, you might have been tied. Oh, nope. Okay. Actually, just did a quick recount. Looks like you were 1 under. But still, thank you as well, T-Stap. Thank you to everyone else as well. Appreciate it, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good luck if you are a grindin'. Good night, everybody.